With a new study on religion, Christians around the globe will celebrate Easter this weekend, the holiest day on the church's calendar. But in recent years, the Christian share of the U.S. population has declined, while the religiously unaffiliated share has grown. Take a look at these numbers from the Pew Research Center's Religious Landscape Study that was released earlier this year. Back in 2007, 78% of U.S. adults identified as Christian. 16% identified as religiously unaffiliated. Fast forward to 2024. The number of those identifying as Christian dropped more than 10 percentage points to 62%, while the number of religiously unaffiliated people jumped to 29%.
I mean, I've been a priest 36 years, and all the churches have, the numbers are going down. We're becoming a more secular society.
I feel like I could just be spiritual anywhere. You know, I don't really necessarily have to go to a church to, and I feel like that's the old school way of thinking.
The decline in Christianity is happening across demographics, according to that study. But researchers found men, unmarried people, college graduates, and younger Americans are identifying as Christians at lower rates.
Culture is not helping anybody become closer to God. It's, there's a lot of things that the younger people feel is more for the older generation.
And the trend is expected to continue. The older generations will decline in size as they pass away, and the younger cohorts succeeding them are less religious. Analysts say really the question though going forward is whether the youngest Americans will return to religion as they get older. But the Pew Research Center says something would need to change to stop the long-term decline of religion in the U.S. Religious leaders, current and former churchgoers agree.
They need to meet Americans where they are. We are a very secular society. And so if the church can figure out a way to help people understand how a spiritual journey and a faith community can really make one's life more rich and meaningful, that I think is also part of the story.
I think they do need to bring women into the church.
They need to ordain women as priests, and they need to allow priests to marry.
Everything changes, and sometimes I think the church needs to change too.
Another interesting finding here, 44% of Americans say they pray daily even if they don't go to church. And the number of Americans who belong to religions besides Christianity has been increasing a bit. That includes 2% who are Jewish and the 1% each who are Muslim, Buddhist, or Hindu. Coming up next here on